Let me show you something on your own app. Open your browser's developer tools and find the Memory tab. Hit Record. Now just click around for 30 seconds. Open a menu, close it, switch a page. Watch the number called Detached listeners. It climbs, and it never comes back down. That climbing number is a memory leak. And the strange part? It's one of the easiest things to write by accident. So today, let's understand exactly why it happens and the patterns that stop it. First, the basics, so nothing here feels like magic. An event is just the browser telling your code that something happened. A click, a scroll, a key press. To react, you attach a small function called a listener using add-event-listener. Here's the catch. When you remove the element from the page, the listener doesn't always leave with it. It stays in memory, still pointing at your code, still holding on. We call that a detached listener. The browser can't clean it up because something is still referencing it. One or two and you'd never notice, but a real app attaches hundreds again and again as people move around it. That's the slow climb you just saw. So let's fix it. We'll start with the single most useful pattern for cleanup. The pattern is called the AbortController, and the idea behind it is lovely. Normally, to remove a listener, you call remove event listener. But there's a problem. You have to hand it the exact same function you first passed in. The same reference. Miss it by a little and nothing happens. The listener just stays. Now picture doing that for 10 listeners in one component. It gets fragile, fast. The AbortController replaces all of it. Here's how. You create one controller. It gives you something called a signal. Think of the signal as a single off switch. You pass that same signal into every add event listener you set up. Then, when you're done, when the element goes away, you call controller abort one time. And every listener connected to that signal turns off at once. All of them. One switch. No tracking function references. No remembering what went where. One signal in, one abort out. Let me prove it with the Memory tab. Same app, 5 page changes. First, with no cleanup. The detached listeners climb to 47. Now the same 5 changes, this time using the AbortController. The count stays at 0. A flat line. The element leaves, you abort, and the memory comes right back. If you remember one thing today, make it this. Now the second pattern. Delegation. It solves a problem you've definitely hit. Say you have a list. 100 items, and each one needs to respond to a click. The obvious move is to loop over them and add a listener to every item. 100 listeners. But there's a trap. Add a new item later, from a fetch or from the user typing, and it has no listener. It's silent. So you keep wiring up more, and it never ends. Delegation flips the whole thing. You put just one listener on the parent, the list itself. Why does that work? Because of something called bubbling. When you click an item inside the list, the event doesn't stay there. It travels upward to the parent, and the parent's listener hears it. Every click from every item, even items that didn't exist yet. But that raises a fair question. If the listener is on the parent, how do you know which item was actually clicked? 2 properties answer that, and mixing them up is the most common mistake here. Event.target is the thing you actually clicked, the specific item. Event.currentTarget is the element the listener sits on, the parent. People reach for event.currentTarget, get the parent every time, and can't see why it's wrong. So hold on to this. Target is where it happened. CurrentTarget is where you're listening. You read event.target, then use the closest method to walk up to the item you care about. One listener for 100 items that never breaks on new content. 3 smaller patterns now, and each fixes something real. The first is passive true. When you add a scroll or touch listener, the browser has to pause for a moment. It's waiting to see if you'll call prevent default and block the scroll. That tiny wait on every scroll is what makes a page feel sticky. So you reassure it. You add passive true, which simply means you promise not to block the scroll. The browser stops waiting and scrolling turns smooth. On a phone, that's the difference between 30 and 60 frames per second. A real, measurable win for 2 words. The second is once true. Sometimes a listener should run exactly one time. A welcome animation, a first tap. The clumsy way is to keep a little flag, a true or false value, and check it every time. Instead, you add once true. The listener fires, then removes itself automatically. Cleaner, and one less thing left behind to leak. The third is a detail most people never learn: capture and bubble. Every event actually travels in 2 stages. First, it moves down, from the top of the page toward the element. That stage is called capture. Then it travels back up, which is bubbling. By default, you're listening on the way up, and most of the time that's right. But you can choose to listen on the way down instead, to catch an event early, before it reaches its target. It's perfect for a single escape key handler, or closing a menu when someone clicks outside it. A small option, but now you know it's there. So let's bring it together. We covered 6 patterns. The AbortController, one signal that turns off every listener when you're done. Delegation, one listener on the parent instead of 100 on the children. The difference between event.target and event.currentTarget, the detail that makes delegation work. Passive true, for smooth scrolling. Once true, for a listener that cleans up after itself. And capture and bubble, so you understand the path every event takes. But here's the honest part. Knowing these doesn't fix your app. Using them does. So here's one small thing to try this week. Pick a single component. Open the Memory tab in your developer tools and record. Show the component, use it, then remove it. Watch the detached listener count. If it doesn't return to 0, you found a real leak in your own code. Now add an AbortController. One signal and abort when it's done. Run it again and watch the number settle back to 0. That's the whole habit. Your memory graph tells you the truth, and now you can read it. If this finally made event cleanup click, you know what to do. There's more like it every week.